USA, USA, USA. Okay, I'm a neutral, and I know a lot of people don't like that chant, but you've got to admit, it's just so catchy. Anyway, as for the game, wow, yet another great game. Maybe not as great to watch football-wise as the others, some of the other ones I've seen, but certainly just filled with drama and very exciting, swinging back and forth. And man, another last-minute goal. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on in this World Cup, and I feel very sorry for USA. Actually, they were just seconds away from qualifying. But I suppose it's fair since what happened with the match against Ghana. They got a last-minute goal for the win, so this time they had it done to them. So I guess it evens out in the end. Before the game, I'm sure most people saw Portugal as the favorite, but I did not see it that way at all. I've been watching Portugal for many years now in many tournaments, and I've never felt that Portugal is a good team. And the keyword here is team. Portugal does not play as a team. So I knew that if the US played well, they could easily beat Portugal. And as it turns out, they did play much better than the first match against Ghana. I mean, they didn't really deserve to win that match, but this match, definitely, they deserved at least a draw, if not a win. If anything, they played much more attractive football than Portugal. Some of the build-up play and the interplay between the players, the passes, the keeping of possession, much better than Portugal. And it was just so much better to watch. I'd rather watch US play than Portugal any day. Now, the number 4, Bradley. I'm sure it's going to be getting lots of stick from the US supporters. To be honest, well, a lot of people said that he missed an open goal and also lost possession that cost the US the win right at the end. But to be fair, the goal was not that easy of a chance. I mean, normally when you have the ball cut back at you like that, it's not the easiest thing in the world. You have much less time than you actually see on TV. When it's cut back to you, normally you just try and hit the target with power, and that's what he did. And nine times out of 10, it would have gone in. But just so happens this time, the ball just happens to be hit right at the defender. I mean, most of the time when you're a striker, you don't exactly have time to aim in that situation. You can't take a touch, so you just have to blast it into the goal. And most of the time, I mean, it was just so unlucky that it happens to fly in right where the defender was standing. If it was a foot either side, well, to the left or the right, I think, it would definitely have been a goal. So that was a bit harsh because 9 times out of 10, it probably would have gone in. And the way he lost possession at the end, well, that was a pity, really. But the thing was, though, I think he would have come out much better if he actually came out and said, okay, damn, I really regret it, missing that chance and losing possession at the end. I'm very sorry, letting the team down and things like that. He would come off much better, I mean, rather than coming out and saying, well, I have no regrets. I did my best, and we take responsibility as a team. We laid our hearts out there. It probably wouldn't sit well with a lot of supporters, the way he came out and said that. But the match is done now, so you've got to move on, I suppose. But I really do hope that the US qualify. As for Portugal, oh man, it's just their usual self. Just a collective of individuals playing together. Of all the years I've watched them, they've never put together any good team moves or interplay between the players. It's always just an individual passing to another individual, and their attack never consists of anything more than 2 or 3 passes at most. Usually they just pass it to the winger or an individual with a skill, and they'll just try to do some tricks or create something by themselves. And if that doesn't work, then they pass it to another individual, which then again try to create something by himself. And it's not very good to watch. I suppose it's fitting that Ronaldo is their talisman, because he just epitomizes the way they play, just trying to do everything by himself. And now that he's at the peak of his power, having just won the Ballon d'Or, and now he's like among the most senior players in the side, I think he's having a bad influence on the other players. Not as in getting them to play more kind of individually, but it just creates some pressure and tension on the other players. You can just see it in their eyes. Every time the other players get the ball, they're kind of worried that they'll mess up or misplace a pass, because every time that they do, you get this condescending look from Ronaldo, like, how could you mess up such an easy chance, or how could you misplace that pass? This look like, oh, you're beneath me. I'm the superstar of the team and I'm the best, and why are you letting me down? Not only that, but a lot of times when his teammates have a choice between passing to another teammate which is in a better position or passing to Ronaldo, they will feel kind of obligated to pass it to Ronaldo, which kind of like mess up the build-up play a little bit, because sometimes it's got to do the right thing and just pass it to the guy who is in a better position, but the other teammates are kind of afraid to. And lots of time Ronaldo himself, he would, when he misplaced a pass, let's say, instead of saying sorry to the other teammates, he would look at them and say, why didn't you make that run? Why weren't you there where I passed it? When it's just so blatantly obvious that he just completely messed up the pass. So after having seen all the teams in the group played, I hope that the US will qualify. Really, I do really hope so. But if not, then at least Germany or Ghana. But I hope Portugal doesn't qualify for the next stage, because that play is just so boring. Anyways, I hope the great matches continue for what has been a great World Cup so far.